Right, this is the crazy, crazy thing about this car. Look at the mileage. 225 miles. It's a brand new old car. 225 miles. It's a literal, this thing hasn't done a tank of fuel. You know that 220 miles that it's done since new? Well, they've all been on the original 2006 tyres. Oh God. They've got some cool
They got a lot of cool kit.
Got a lot of cool kit in.
See you in there.
I've not been here for many a year. In fact, I've only been here once to drive a Carrera GT, which I should have bought.
You should, yeah.
If there was ever a hindsight move, it was that. But
I hate that hindsight stuff.
It's the worst.
It's like
the worst.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that went mad last week.
£77,000.
Unbelievable. That's definitely going to hit 100 one day. Just park up, man, and see what's going on. Oh, I'm on a health kick, by the way. Damon's got me on a health kick. That was egg bites.
What, you getting ripped?
Not
You
ripped.
can see the arms are looking slightly bigger.
Not ripped. Optimized. Myself and Dave are starting. Will be the first 3 inductions to his new program, which he's working on with his personal trainer.
I saw the photo.
So you should
from
probably
the wedding.
You should probably get involved.
I saw you all in the gym with your flowery.
Yeah, someone said, "Is he wearing his boxers in the gym?" No, bro, I've just been around the pool.
Cut to photo now.
I need to go. This guy's yeah. So anyway, he's launching this whole fitness training diet program that he's been working on with his. It's a good job this is the Uncut channel, which he's been working on with his trainer, and so the audience is going to be able to join along for this journey. And he's like, right. I was like, mate, it's now time. Do you remember when he asked me in August? He was like, mate, it's time to get on it. I was like, I'm just not there right now. I just wasn't there, ready to go in for that. But I am now. So I was
That's part of sub 7 as well.
Well, I need to get in shape for sub 7.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect time. Winter's here. You know, it's time to commit. I've not had sugar for an entire week.
Plus, everywhere we go, I've noticed, whenever we turn up at a venue like this, what's the first thing that people offer you?
Coffee.
So I've had one at home.
Go for black coffees.
I've had 3 today already. I'm buzzing.
Honestly, I was a little bit concerned for Damon. He had like 6 espressos back to back, and it didn't affect him. I was like, bro,
he's just a machine.
Considering we're about to film with this, it's suboptimal aesthetics. Isn't
You've been having fun in it though.
It's just mega. It's so good. As a complete all-rounder, there's the old M3.
I know.
Which looks brilliant.
Bit gutted.
It looks so good. It looks great, huh? That is a nice spec. It's a gentian blue 992 GT3. However, and this is each to their own, it's got comfort seats, which I think belong in a touring. You know, if you take the wing off, I've heard they tour much better.
No, not this again. Lovely wheels though.
The new touring though, however, that is becoming more of a USP differentiator to make it more of a touring. Yeah, but it's really winter now, isn't it? Crikey. That's a good looking GT3.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it 164? It's basically back to RRP almost. Slightly over with those seats, but yeah. The last time I saw this, it didn't look this good. It was.
Oh, it's always the way when you sell a car, isn't it?
It looks great.
Whenever you sell a car, it looks brilliant.
Those HREs are nice. I think we should get some wheels for the Lusso. Probably some HREs actually. Be really cool. And then maybe a sneaky little
exhaust,
Novitec bypass. Or just something for it. Morning. Hello. How's things? Oh, that speciality is nice.
Oh, good, you've come with Yorkie, I see.
We have. How you getting on?
Alan.
You alright, Alan?
Oh, good, thank you. Would
Good
you
to
like
see
a coffee?
you. I would love a coffee.
Come with me, young man.
Thanks very much.
I've got your office if you need an office as well.
That would be amazing.
That office there is very warm.
Wow.
What would you like?
Just a black coffee would be great, thank you. This Mazda, Piero Sangue looks amazing.
They are mega.
I want you to say what you're done for.
They're just nonsense cash right now. but
They're legit, aren't they?
God, that doesn't have much space in the back. It's like I'm a can. No, I don't.
You don't have it.
Oh, yeah.
There's more room in the back of the Luther. I mean, granted, this driver's tall.
The seat's really far forward, but
If it wasn't for the suicide doors, it's a 2+2, not a 4-seater, isn't it? There's another car I wish I still had. The problem is you can't keep them all. As per the story that we're sharing today over on the main channel, you can't keep them all, Yorkie.
gotta keep
You
rolling.
can buy new ones. Yeah, how's life, man? All right. Yeah, good.
Living in the fast lane, you.
I'm living in the jet lag lane right now. I'm absolutely whacked.
Tired out.
I'm on Mexican time. I'm just whacked, mate. It's like an 8-hour time zone difference. And you know, a week's not enough. A week away is enough to get you on that time zone, and then as soon as you're settled, rip you out again. So I'm just like, coffee. How's things here?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Been a while.
I was just
Been a
saying.
while.
I was just
Last time you
with
were
a
here,
colleague.
I think you were
Maybe got to be
7
years
seven
ago.
years.
7
It's
years
Carrera
ago.
GT, I think.
I wish Carrera GTs were that price now. Honestly, I think when I test drove that car, it must have been towards 600k.
Yeah, I think you went down to Reading. Yeah, I think it was about 600. I wish I kept it. Unfortunately, it was involved in a fire, that car.
You're joking?
Was it? Barn fire. Did you hear about it in Manchester?
The really big one with some proper kit in it. Is that where that car ended up? That had a Ferrari in it and all sorts, that did.
Yeah, I love the the M3.
It's been great. It's been so good. It's just a really complete all-rounder, you know, as a daily. It's been really, really cool.
Business.
Yeah, the Adro kit as well has transformed
who
it.
it is, Adro?
It's Adro kit with HRE wheels, lowered 20mm, Miltech exhaust on it. It's just enough exhaust. It's not crazy. It's just taken the edge off the OEM, you know, softness. For us, it's acted as support car. We've toured Europe in it, put all the camera gear in there and everything, and it's been good, man. Really, really cool. So, yeah, so swapping that out for the Lusso,
Yeah.
which is stunning thing, and then
The merch.
and then the Mercy when that's going on a journey, man. Yeah. That was, God, that thing got under my skin in August this year.
Right.
So it's not been a long time, you know. And it was the first time I drove one. I was like, bloody hell, I've missed these. Like, what happened? And I think I've always discarded them because of the old school gearbox. Yeah. But the manual ones are spectacular. So it won't be long, and that'll have a stick in it. That's the plan. To be fair, that's normally the kind of project you do on something with 50,000 miles, not 230 miles.
Yeah.
But you know,
So you're gonna ruin it for
right car, right place, right time. Yeah, and you just can't find them. I mean, there's one for sale right now in Europe. It's 800 grand, and it's like 27,000 kilometers on it. But 800 grand, you know, that's more than a Murcielago SV.
Yeah.
You know, it's mad. It's cool.
For me, there's something about not a full-on sports bike.
Yes, something that doesn't encourage you to be a complete moron.
Yeah.
That's in
Like
that
Royal
is.
Enfield and stuff like that, just a bit of a chugger.
Yeah, a chugger. Yeah, not a race bike.
Yeah, something that encourages you not to go nuts.
Anyway, we won't do that. It's kind of weird being a brand new old car, if that makes sense. Right, this is the crazy thing about this car. Look at the mileage. 225 miles. It's a brand new old car. 225 miles. It's a literal, this thing hasn't done a tank of fuel. Although the way this thing drinks, it's probably done 4 tanks of fuel, but technically it hasn't done a tank of fuel. Absolutely insane. It really smells, well, it is brand new.
It smells like a new car.
I never thought I'd say this about an old car, but it smells like a new car. That's the weirdest thing. Oh wow, it's actually got that new car smell. I can't believe it. But with nostalgic undertones. It's unbelievable. This is the most unbelievable find. So Redline, we got speaking with them. They were like, heard you're after a LP640. we might have something special for you. Special on the, like these guys source cars. I never expected this. Quite spectacular.
Because if they don't...
Well, first of all, let's just appreciate the rear section on these tyres. That's a 335 rear, 30, 18. So for, I mean, when was the last time you saw 18s on a supercar? 18-inch wheels. But get this, you know that 220 miles that it's done since new? Well, they've all been on the original 2006 tyres. Oh, God. That's going to be interesting sourcing these. Great excuse for some new wheels, though. That's bonkers, man.
Take it out then?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Everything on it. I mean, there's not a... It is literally the day it left the factory fresh. Which makes me feel this much bad about what I'm about to do with it. This is the first time I've driven it, as it happens. Let's see what happens here. I'm so determined that this will be a manual car one day that I just went to depress the clutch that isn't there. Oh, yes, it also desperately needs an exhaust. How are we? Straight? Oh, it's wide. One of the things that I learned when spending time in Damon's Mercy was the rear is substantially wider than the front. So you have to really, really watch yourself when you're going through gaps that you think the front will fit through. Doesn't necessarily mean the derriere will. This is cool. This thing makes a lot of beeping noises. Seemingly has the turning circle of an oil tanker. Yeah, I think first port of call is an exhaust for this thing. Then manual. Maybe we'll get them done all at the same time. How's that there, dude?
Yeah.
All good? It's absolutely mad how fresh this is. We're never going to get this photo again, so I need to get them while they're in the same vicinity. You just press this and it goes off. It's not so bad. What do you need to do? That's good. These are both flat, like piano black. No metallic, nothing. It's just flat black. It's quite cool. I just thought I got to get it because I'm never going to get it again. Yeah. Plus, when we go out and film this now, it's going to come back dirty. And yeah, it's really got cold, like really, really goddamn fast, doesn't it? All of the comments in the video that went live yesterday, which is us looking under the 992 3RS. Whoever put the plate on the back of that also put it on the plate. Like every other comment. That plate's messing with my OCD. But again, was it you? I was like, wasn't me. We put it on at AR, the AR exclusive. It's weird being in this because I didn't think the next time I drove the car would be the last time that I drove the car. It's kind of strange. Like all of this Murcielago unfolding has happened off the back of talking with Redline. They've managed to source us, well, I mean, the best example, E-Gear anyway, the best example E-Gear Murcielago
we could have dreamt of. Granted, it needs to go on the manual conversion journey, but I'm really happy about that because from a channel point of view, content point of view, makes the journey way more fun, way more engaging. Also, saved me about 500 grand because the price, if you watch the announcement video, you'll see some of the prices. In California, we were quoted $1 million for a manual LP640 with 50,000 miles on it, which was fun. And then in the UK, there aren't any. There's just no manual Mercies or LPs for sale. In Europe, there's one LP640 and it's 800,000 with 27,500 kilometers on it. So we've managed to get through Redline a box fresh 2007 LP640 with 225 miles on it. Oh, I don't know if it's a good idea to do a last drive in this car. It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Let them go.
You've got to let them go. You've got to let them go. You know, we've had feedback, and quite rightly so, from the audience in the comment section over on the main channel, where we've sold cars and we've not done a sort of goodbye with the cars.
Okay.
And I think I've always sort of just gone, line in the sand, detached from that, it's gone, right? And one of the reasons what I'm experiencing right now is because you bought the car for a reason in the first place, because it's really bloody good, right? So going for one final drive, I actually think you concentrate on the car more, because you're like, oh, what was it that I liked about this car? What were the attributes and the nuances and the feedback and the sounds and the tactility? It's a smooth engine, smooth engine. One of the things that I would say about the RS4 Liter is, if I'm totally truthful, as a road car application, I actually think the Gen 2 3.8 RS has a better suspension profile than on the RS4 Liter. And the reason I say that is because this has got solid mounted rose joints all around, because it's a track bias car. So it's just a stiffer, harsher ride, whereas the 3.8, where this will skip over certain bumps in the road because it is quite stiff, the 3.8 absorbs them, and it's a more subtle car. But the gearbox in this, I mean, it's so snack, this box. It's not actually a gearbox that you can just smash through. Like, if I compare this box now to modern day Porsche gearboxes, particularly in the likes of a 992 GT3, they're a bit hollow and weak in comparison. Like, this is like a leg workout. If you skip leg day at the gym, take out the 4 Liter, and you'll have a really disproportionately fat left leg. Because it's got a heavy clutch. The throw of the box as well, it's a proper notchy old school box. It's not a throw where you can just send it through the ratios. It's like a sort of notch. It's like staged throws. That in itself adds to the sense of driving occasion. Oh, and the way it ignites under rev matching it's so cool.
Well, this is quite a strange day. Saying goodbye to 2 cars simultaneously. So we're filming a sort of final drive, which historically on the channel is not something we've ever actually done. We've normally just gone, goodbye, here's a new car. But basically replying to your feedback, you want to know what's happened to older cars, and I understand that. We are in the thick of Yorkshire, in the Yorkshire rain. Redline's based at Yorkshire. That's where this car's currently for sale. So if you want to buy this car, which I highly recommend, it's disproportionately awesome, then Redline it is. So I promise you I'm taking it easy on the final drive. And we're also saying goodbye as well, simultaneously, to the M3 Touring, because we swapped that for a Ferrari Lusso. More on that over on the main channel, but it would be sod's law that we'd be driving this in the rain.
Absolutely.
Literally pulled over to set the cameras up.
Yeah, it started
It starts to rain.
tipping it down. Anyway, so the idea then, this is somewhat of a new format really for us, because we've never done a goodbye video. This is like a farewell GT4 RS and M3 Touring. The M3 is being used right now as it's always been used, and a lot of this you've never really seen because we've only been sharing the uncut stuff for a short amount of time in the grand scheme of things. But this is what the M3's been used for. It's been our support car, crew car. It's been on multiple European road trips. And it's always in the background, just keeping up with, doesn't matter what we filmed, it's always kept up with it and been there as a great support car. But the M5 Touring was launched, and the original plan was to succeed that with an M5 Touring. You'll have to go and watch the main video over on the main channel saying goodbye to that car as to why we didn't do that. Today, we're using both of them for one final time as it was intended, as a support car, and as this thing was intended, on back roads such as these, but not necessarily in this weather. It's also had a brand new set of Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s on it as well. So despite the fact that we are in adverse weather, these things actually dig in pretty well. Don't get me wrong, we're not getting any temperature into them, and today we're also not driving it hard either, but these tyres just transform this car. Obviously, when this car launched, this particular generation of tyre didn't exist. So it's amazing what a good evolution of compound will do to the overall performance of a tyre. Okay, back at Redline, we're now swapping over from the, well, that's tight. So swapping over from the M3 and the 4 litre, getting into the Lusso. We're going to make the most of having some extra support from Redline to get some tracking shots while the sun's still out. We've got a sunny day. It actually snowed this morning. First time that I've used snow mode in the Lusso, which has been fun. So, oh, yes sir, cold start V12. Nothing finer on a winter's morning, sir. Let's see. Boot catch. That's full of gear as well. Let's have a quick gander at this. I think if I remember correctly, I have a skid lid in here. Yep. One skid lid. And some other bits and bobs. Plate. Job. What is that? Must be, I think that's the bag for this car. There you go. Car cover specifically for the 4 litre. That's Porsche oil. That's also old school for the car. Old school number plate holder. Okay, so I only had a lid and an old plate and a Chubb sticker. Brilliant. Look at this. All carbon. Honestly, this is why I don't do final drive videos. It reminds me how great these cars are. Look at it all. Whew. Anyway, onwards, because if you watch the main channel, swapping a flat black non-metallic 4 litre for a flat black non-metallic Murcielago, which is in there somewhere. Right, tracking shots.
Hey, how you doing?
What time is it?
7:30.
In the evening? Or in the morning?
No, in the morning.
Oh, shit.
I need to get up there.
You got it?
Bro, I'm sorry. I didn't take it off. So under here. Oh, Christ, it's here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mate, I've been looking for that all over the place.
That's all good. That's what I'm here for, brother.
I don't know why, I didn't think it would be that early over there.
I'm here for the shirtless 7:30 a.m. How do you open a Mercy from?
What are bros for, huh?
I don't care if Yorkie films us. You can film it all, Yorkie. I know you're good anyhow. I got the Revuelto with the F1 exhaust put on it.
Okay, how is it? How is it?
Okay, so like videos don't do it justice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually, you know what's funny? I was just reviewing the video that went live again this morning because Dave got up early to do it for me. And honestly, even in the videos, it doesn't sound amazing. Like, something about those high-pitched exhaust systems, unless you're standing quite a ways away, it just blows the microphone out.
Mic's out. It sounded pretty good on that clip you sent me earlier.
Yeah, but that's on an iPhone standing like 20 feet away.
Bro, what I say, just film on an iPhone, mate. That's all you...
I know, son of a bitch.
We've been filming here for the last few days.
Go
What do you
over
want to
to
go
the
see?
Speciale.
The Speciale?
Oh my, dude, that's what I want.
Yeah, that's highly cool, huh? That's the launch spec as well with the NART stripe.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Is that what they call it? What do they call it?
Yeah, it's called NART. It's actually an abbreviation. It's NART, and literally punctuated by full stops, and that stands for North American Racing Team, which is a livery made famous on a racing team from, I'm not sure what decade it was, but it was originally a stripe that was made famous on a historical racing livery that raced over in the States, yeah. And that's why they called that the NART stripe. So
That's wild.
It's cool.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
I was
man.
always like, it must be some like, American spec
yeah,
thing.
no,
Red,
it's nice,
white,
man.
and blue.
Cool spec.
Yeah.
Nice thing. All the carbons. It's brilliant, man. Like,
I really loved it. Like, honestly, two of my favorite last Ferraris are three. Is the LaFerrari, the TDF, and the 458 Speciale. If I could have those three cars in my garage, I would never buy another Ferrari.
complete, right? This one's a good spec. I mean, it's got the extended carbon fiber engine bay as well. It's good.
Yeah, where it's got the vents in the side.
Yeah. All in carbon. It's tidy.
Have you ripped your car yet? Have
No.
you taken it out?
No, I've not taken it out yet. No, we've been filming.
You've driven it though, right?
No, I've driven it out of the door to move it because I just sold this car for it. So I sold the 4 liter, that thing, to get into it.
Oh, okay.
So this one I sold,
That's a nice car.
which has been amazing, and it's been a hard decision, man, actually making the choice to let that go. But I haven't driven it for 12 months, and it's never given me the feeling that your car gave me in 1 week. I've never had that the whole time I've had this. I was like, and it's too special to do anything to it. You're not going to mod it or wrap it or tune it or anything. So I just thought I'm kind of at the end of the journey with it. So getting that one chopped in. So that one sold through Redline. Then to get into the Lusso, we sold the M3 Touring, which is here. So we've done a last video in that.
I remember
which
that
has been
car.
cool.
The blown out back window.
That's right, this is the one with the blown out back window. Yeah, so we've just done a final drive in this. And then, because those 2 cars, after today, I'll never see them again. So I've had to prioritize my time with those 2 cars. And then I'm going to do the rest of the Mercy soon. But it's going for a service, because it's just been stood doing nothing for, 17 years.
Have you? So you've never driven that car?
No, I've not driven the car, no. I've moved it out of the showroom to park it in a space, that's it.
Because you need to service it before you drive it.
Yeah, it needs a service, yeah. Because it's been stood doing 0, man.
You have to call me. You have to call me on the day that you drive it.
I will,
Because
I will.
even though it's an e-gear car, it's honestly like it's slow and it shifts. But once you understand how to drive it, it's one of the funnest cars ever.
Yeah.
You're gonna put in a car and just want to drive that thing everywhere. Yeah.
One of the interesting things is when you lift up, when you take out the e-gear panel there, underneath that they already have a drilled pilot hole from factory.
It's already there.
It's already there. So I guess they just do that in factory. They just take a big saw, cut out that slot, and slide in a stick.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Well, they basically made the cars to be either or. They didn't want to make multiple parts. So if someone ordered a manual gearbox versus something else, they were like, let's just make the cars all, convertible. Look how big that plate is.
It's huge.
Buttons.
Yeah, it's a big plate.
Well, it's
actually,
the size of the gate.
when you mention it, yeah, you're right. It's literally a gate plate with buttons on it.
It's just the plate for the people who didn't order.
Who didn't order a manual?
Yeah, and they didn't anticipate it that people would order so many e-gears, from what I remember being told, because they were like,
surely everyone's going to go manual.
Really any orders for manuals, which is why real factory manual LP640s, there's less than like 100 of them in the world.
It's madness. So I looked for some manuals over here. They were just,
I totaled it.
Oh, mate, I can't believe that was that car. I cannot believe that happened. Actual dream car. Send me the video.
Oh,
Yeah.
We did a rev battle between the Mercy.
No, I've not seen that. I only got the one of you standing outside of it, just stamping on the gas.
I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah. That's the mileage on this car.
Bro,
Yeah.
how are you gonna mod this thing? You should just put bubble wrap on this thing and like keep it to 2054, and the thing will be worth like $10 million.
I'd say the straight pipe it.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, that's your car. Mate, that GT1 kit looks bonkers.
All right, some revs from the SVJ, Tim. Will it play? It might not play.
It picks up on the sound of the SVJ well. Yeah, it doesn't pick up. It doesn't pick up on the same pitch as the SVJ.
No, it does if you're further away.
In reality, though, is that high pitch there?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's really high pitch.
Yeah.
Let me send you 2 more clips on my phone.
Yeah,
I need to
sure.
get dressed and go do my workout quickly.
All right, bro. Right.
Get some clothes on here.
Thanks for the help. It's good to see you, man.
Anytime.
even at 7 in the morning. Thanks, bro. Bye.